Yes, where is he? Well, find him then. Search the city. Let me know the moment you hear anything. Oh, Dr. Manet, come in.
What this I hear about Henri Cassin disappearing? You have the whole bureau upset.
He was supposed to leave on his holiday this morning. Philippe was to drive him to
Saint-Margot.
Yes, they were to leave over an hour ago.
Is that any cause for alarm? Surely the Sûreté's best detective can take care of himself for that long a time.
No, but he wouldn't do this when he has a definite appointment. Something must have happened to him.
In broad daylight? In Paris? Calm yourself, Commissaire. As official police physician, I must warn you your blood pressure won't stand this.
But you know how Henri is. He would go without sleep endlessly, day after day when he's engaged in a chase. He's the most relentless machine I have ever known. His mind is so single-tracked that at times he even seems stupid and sluggish. And he's so utterly fixed in purpose that he would turn in his own mother if he were convinced of her guilt. He's my most valuable man. I can't afford to lose him. Once he's safely out of Paris, when nothing can happen, I won't worry, but where is he now?
Oh, bonjour, Monsieur Cassin. Comment ça va?
Good morning. Ça va?
Your paper?
Merci.
Merci. Ça va, la santé? Les affaires sont bonnes? Tout est en... Ah, tant mieux.
Shine, monsieur.
No.
Mais je suis le meilleur serrure to Paris. I will make the shoes look beautiful.
But I don't want any shine. This is not a day for work, mon petit.
Oh, merci, monsieur. Merci beaucoup. Given like a true Frenchman.
Good morning, monsieur.
Good morning.
May I help you?
No, thanks. I'm just looking.
We have lovely wildflowers and...
No, thanks. They're beautiful.
Henri, where have you been?
Oh, it's such a wonderful day. I went for a stroll. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Henri.
Have you forgotten? You were supposed to leave for the country today.
How could I? My first vacation in 11 years.
Oh, the arrangements have been made for you by Dr. Manet at a small hotel in
In the village of Saint-Margot. I have a friend, Dr. Boncourt, who practices there. It's just the place for you, Henri.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Well, all I wanted to look at Paris before I left.
Philippe is waiting for you.
I'll leave at once.
Henri, I'll miss you, but just relax and enjoy life for a change, huh? Don't come back till you feel like it.
Thank you, monsieur. À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Monsieur Cassin? Monsieur Cassin, I'm Dr. Boncourt. Welcome to Saint-Margot.
Oh, yes. Dr. Manet's friend. It's really good of you to be here.
You are Monsieur Cassin?
Yes?
That's Nanette Michaud. She's a great admirer of your work.
It's really good of you.
You are Monsieur Cassin? Maman! Papa, he's here!
And this is Madame Brider, the housekeeper. She'll take excellent care of you while you're here.
I hope I won't be too much bother.
Oh, you want to beware of her, Monsieur Cassin? She's an handsome woman and a widow.
Oh, doctor.
A widow, it's really good of you.
Monsieur?
I mean, how sad.
You see, Papa and Mama Michaud took me in when my husband was killed in a hunting accident.
I'm sorry.
Pierre! Pierre! Regarde! Tu veux, je suis en train de manger, moi, qu'est-ce que tu viens? Oh, you're always stuffing us. Prends quoi? Regarde-moi, regarde. Quoi? Tu as plein de miettes. Je suis en train de manger, je vais manger. Alors, Monsieur Cassin! Oh! Mais voilà, alors, ta moustache, arrange-toi. Oui, alors, ça y est. C'est bien? Très bien. Monsieur Cassin. I'm Pierre Michaud, and this is my wife.
Madame?
Monsieur Cassin, I'm sure we'll do everything possible to make your stay a happy one and a comfortable one.
I know you will. This is very, very nice indeed. That is all, Philip. Thank you very much, and give my regards to the commissaire.
I will, sir, and I hope you have a splendid holiday.
Thank you.
I see you again, Doctor.
Certainly, monsieur.
Monsieur Cassin, this way, if you please.
Well, I must run now, Mama.
Oh, au revoir, Docteur.
Perhaps he will enjoy a glass of wine now after his journey.
Oh, don't you worry, we'll take very good care of him.
Well, au revoir, Mama.
Au revoir, Docteur. Wait, where are you going with that?
Monsieur Cassin, the doctor said...
Never mind, I'll take care of that. I said never mind. Nanette? Nanette?
Yes, Mama?
Hurry, child.
All right, Mama.
Come, child, hurry.
Yes, Mama.
I want you to take the wine to Monsieur Cassin in his room.
Oh, yes, Mama.
Nanette, look at your hair.
He must be very well fixed. And he's from Paris.
And not as old as you expected either. I think he's interested in you. Make the most of it, chérie. Allez, allez.
Yes, Mama.
Nanette,
Oui, Papa.
where are you going with that wine?
To Monsieur Cassin?
Huh? But why you and not?
Oh, Papa, let the child go. He's a famous man and she's merely curious.
Curious? Curious, huh? I know this curious business. With her, it's playing games. What are you and she up to now? That man is here for arrest and not to play games.
Mais regardez-moi donc celui-là avec tous ses boniments. Il va me dire à moi ce que je dois faire alors. Oh là 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 là. Yes.
Your wine, Monsieur Cassin.
Oh, just one moment, please. Come in.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Hello, me, Monsieur.
No, but
Oh, it's quite all right, Monsieur Cassin. It's not often anyone as famous as yourself comes here.
but you flatter me. I'm just a policeman.
Oh, but a very great one. The best detective in all France.
Not really.
Oh, yes. Anyone knows that. Your wife must be very proud of you.
My wife
You're not married, Monsieur?
married me? Oh, no.
Oh, no, not my dear.
Now your wine, monsieur.
Oh, allow me to...
Yes, monsieur. I call you when dinner is ready, monsieur.
That will be fine.
Maman, he's not married, so he's well-to-do, unmarried, and he likes me. I'm sure of it.
Dans ces marquises, dans pièces et légers, quand passe la brise, ne peut pas passer. La fleur s'embrasse, certes auprès de vous, l'oiseau de l'espace de vous allez. Et quand je vous aime d'une part ardeur, de bonheur suprême, remplissez mon cœur. Vous êtes trop belle, moi trop malheureux. Soyez mes cruelles, comblez tous mes vœux. Soyez comme on danse, la main dans la main. Allons en cadence jusqu'au doux humain. Vous dansez marquise, dans pièces et légers. Quand passe la brise, ne peut moins peser.
That was charming.
Thank you. It's a little warm here.
Very warm.
Would you like to go out for a breath of air?
I would.
You wouldn't like it either if you had to stay here all the time.
No?
No, it's the same old thing year after year. You're born, you grow up, and then one day you die.
You're bored with the village of San Margot and you would like to see Paris.
Yes. How did you know?
Well, every pretty girl would like to go to Paris. But people are born, they grow up, and they die there too, you know.
Oh, but it's different. The theaters and cafes and beautiful clothes. Why, if a girl had beautiful clothes here, there'd be no one to notice her.
You don't need any beautiful clothes. Money. You see, in Paris, a man like myself, I have no time to look at the girls or the beautiful clothes. Here there is time. I think your dress is lovely.
Oh, you're making fun of me.
No, not really. Would you like to hear about Paris?
Oh, yes, I would.
All right. Let's talk about Paris. So the waiter said the only difference between the champagne of 1902 and 1906 is 40 francs. That's much.
I've been waiting for you.
This is Léon Achard, Monsieur Cassin.
How do you do? Now, if you'll excuse us, monsieur.
But Léon,
They're engaged. They've known each other since they were children.
Pierre, you eat too much, you drink too much, and you talk too much. Believe me, monsieur, it doesn't mean what one might think. An engagement like theirs, oh, it's nonsense.
I wouldn't let Léon if I were you. For unless I'm greatly mistaken, Léon intends to marry Nanette, and they have my blessing.
He's a lucky fellow. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to my room.
you didn't have to be so rude to Monsieur Cassin.
Did you enjoy your walk with him?
Oh, Léon is an old man. Surely you don't...
I saw the way he looks at you, like a hungry dog begging for a favor. And you loved it.
He's our guest. I have to be nice to him.
It's nothing else.
No, silly. Any girl loves attention. You see, when I laugh with others, it means nothing. Nothing serious. You and I, Leon, we've been promised since we were children.
Oh, Nanette, forgive me. I get so frightened sometimes. If I can't have you, I'd kill you rather than lose you to anyone else. Nanette was supposed to meet me. Where is she?
Not here, as you can see. She has gone somewhere.
She knew I was going away to the fair.
Oh? She went off with Monsieur Cassin.
Cassin? Where?
Somewhere.
Oh, it's been so wonderful since you came here.
Really?
Oh, yes. We become close friends, and you showed me a new world, a new life.
You mean Paris?
Paris, London, all the exciting places you have been. Tell me again about Paris, Henri.
Don't you ever tire of hearing the same thing again and again?
Never. Someday I'm going there.
You are?
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
What about Leon and his farm?
Oh, no, not Leo.
But that's a good life, Nanette. You are engaged to him. He's young.
It's only a childhood promise. Doesn't mean a thing. Besides, Leon wouldn't like Paris. He thinks only of his farm. But we could have a wonderful time in Paris, Henri. You and I.
You and I?
Oh, you think I'm brazen?
No. No, I don't. Not at all.
Leon, you...
I warn you, Monsieur Cassin. Do not touch this girl again. She's promised to me.
I know. I apologize, Leon. It was all my fault. I was carried away.
You mind your own business, Leon Achard. Sneaking around, spying on people. You... Oh...
Monsieur Cassin, alone and deep in thought.
Hello, Doctor.
Is the great detective thinking of a case even on his vacation?
As a matter of fact, I was. The case of Monsieur Edine, our Attorney General. Do you remember it?
I don't think so.
He fell in love with a beautiful actress. He was quite old and she was 18.
What did he commit?
Marriage.
Oh, is that a crime?
I wonder. He certainly made himself the laughingstock of the Sûreté. We all thought he's asking for trouble. Silly old fool. Cigarette?
No, thank you. And Nanette asked me if I knew where you were.
Nanette, she did.
I think she's lonely. Leon's away showing his cat at the fair. He'll not be back for a week.
That Leon is a nice-looking boy, young and healthy.
Monsieur Cassin, are you contemplating to retire?
Retire me? Why?
Well, your profession is a strenuous one. Perhaps you have any heart disease. Kidney, liver, lungs?
No.
I see. Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
My vision is 20/20, but I don't
I
quite...
have very little opportunity here to meet famous people like you. Questions are prompted by professional curiosity. I hope you do not mind.
No, not at all. Go right ahead.
When did you have a serious illness last?
When I was 4, measles.
Nothing since?
No.
The Attorney General who married the young actress, did he... I mean, his marriage, of course, was a failure.
No. They seem to be very happy. They have a 3-year-old son.
Is that so? Silly old fool. Well, I better be going. Good night.
Good night. Dr. Boncourt.
Yes?
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
What's Nanette doing, mooning out there in the garden?
Why, she's waiting for Monsieur Cassin. Who else?
Say, why doesn't she leave the poor man alone? Can't she see that he has been avoiding her?
What do you expect a child to do? Twiddle her thumbs while Leon is away?
Well, it'd be better than tormenting Monsieur Cassin. She's engaged to marry Leon, and they should be married. They waited long enough.
Love has its place, but it puts no butter on the bread. My daughter's gonna have all the things that I have missed. And if she uses her wits, she can marry Monsieur Cassin.
You and your schemes.
Oh, toi alors, tiens ton fourneau, t'es toujours en train à respecter. J'ai jamais vu un homme qui parle toujours comme ça.
Henri, I've been waiting for you.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, Nanette, we've known each other a very short while, and I know I'm not a handsome man like Leon, and I'm too old for you. Yes. And I know I shouldn't have said this to you, but I can't help it. I'm in love with you. What shall I do? Sherry.
What's the matter?
I'm troubled about Leon. He's built his whole life around you.
Please, Henri. It just can't be, and it's better that he learns the truth now than later.
I suppose so. But
I love you, Henri.
Nanette, what's keeping you?
Mama, how do I look?
Hurry up, child. Henri is waiting for you.
All right, Mama. I hurry.
You see this, Henry? There aren't a dozen bottles of this vintage in all France. I bought it for such an occasion as this, minutes before the party. But I don't think I should open it tonight.
What are you trying to say?
Look, my friend, this is not easy for me to say because I like you. I would be proud to have a man like yourself, a member of my family. But a man at your age isn't meant for marriage.
Henri, how do I look?
Lovely, my dear, lovely.
Henri, Father Cortot would like to meet you. Father, this is Henri Cassin.
I congratulate you both. I know you will be very happy.
Thank you, Father.
I've seen you about, my son. A new face like yours shines so brightly in a small town like ours. Perhaps you will settle among us now that you have tasted the pleasures of Sir Margot.
Oh, no. We're going to live in Paris. Aren't we, Henri?
Yes, my dear.
Am I supposed to congratulate the bride and groom?
Leon, please.
Oh, I don't blame you. It's your mother. She's never liked me because I'm poor. This detective is rich and famous, and between the two of them, well... You didn't wait very long after my back was turned, did you? Look, Monsieur Detective, I love Nanette. We were promised since we were children. I'll always love her. I'm very stubborn. And I'm a bad loser. If you marry her, I'll try to win her back from you. Wherever you go, I'll be there, making love to her. And one day, I'll win. You'll never really ever. Excuse me, Father.
Leon!
Oh, Pierre. What a morning. I wonder what's happened to her.
Oh, please, Maman, stop worrying. Nanette knows how to take care of herself.
I hope so. I do hope so.
Monsieur Cassin, I have your breakfast. Monsieur Cassin, you have not been to bed. Your breakfast, monsieur. You must eat.
She didn't come home.
No. No, she didn't.
But you must eat something, Monsieur Cassin. And you can't stay in your room brooding like this. It is not healthy for you.
I know. I know. I'll pull myself together.
Forgive us, monsieur. We had to call the doctor. For the past few days, you had us worried. You do not eat. You do not sleep.
There is no word from Nanette.
None at all.
Leon's house is locked. But we don't know where they are. You know, it is my opinion that they have eloped. And two young people in love and on their honeymoon don't take time for letter writing. Pierre!
Well, I knew it was too good to be true. That much happiness just wasn't meant for me. A few days might pass and she wouldn't write. But not a whole week.
And Leon is not a man to neglect his farm. We've got to do something. Monsieur Cassin, we didn't want to upset you. But now I think it is a matter for the police.
Monsieur? Monsieur?
Yes?
Monsieur Cassin?
Yes.
You know the bridge over the river? The bridge where all that water flows by. The fisherman told me to tell you...
Well, go on.
You know Louis the fisherman. He told me to tell you that they have found her. Nanette. She's dead. Monsieur! Monsieur Cassin!
Very annoying because Monsieur Cassin and myself were on the floor.
Annette wasn't drowned. She was strangled.
Strangled?
Probably right after she disappeared. She was choked to death and her body thrown into the river.
But who could... Monsieur Cassin, I am only a country policeman. I've never been faced with such a problem before. Please, will you help me?
I will never rest until I get the man who killed her.
Thanks, monsieur.
The body was jammed against the piling, brought here by the current. Therefore, the murder must have been committed upstreams.
Yes, monsieur.
She was last seen with Leon. Where is his farm?
It's upstream. 1 kilometer.
Monsieur Cassin! Monsieur Cassin! Nanette!
Nanette.
Where did you find it?
Right here.
If he killed her here, he covered his tracks completely.
Monsieur, come. Come.
Acid.
He killed Nanette and took his own life.
The acid burned his lips all right, and there's a smell of it in his mouth. And yet...
What is it, monsieur?
Leon couldn't have killed himself. It was murder.
Murder, but you said that...
Death from this type of acid ends in convulsions. Leon couldn't have taken it and still kept hold of the bottle. I had to pry it from his fingers.
But it looks like suicide.
That's what it was meant to look like. Strangled. Just like little Nanette was. That means whoever killed Nanette killed Leon too.
But who would want to kill them?
It would take a strong man to strangle Leon. There should be signs of a struggle.
Yes, there should be footprints. But where are they? Where are they? There's nothing much more. Jean, you can take him away.
Yes, monsieur. Boys, pick up the body.
No, I think I can piece it together now. Leon came straight from the fair to the inn. The murders probably took place at the haystack. That's how Nanette's ribbon got there. Then the murderer carefully obliterated every trace of the struggle, destroyed all the footprints, carried Leon's body to the barn, doing his best to make it look like suicide. It's got to be there. It must be. It must be there. It must. Jean! See? I told you it had to be here. Don't you understand? Leon was a big man. He was hard to carry. The murderer must have held him like this. Then he put him down without realizing that there was a water barrel. And water barrels leak. As he knelt down, there was the weight of Leon's body on that one foot. And it imprinted itself indelibly in the moist ground, protected by Leon's body. The murderer destroyed every clue, but he forgot that one. And that one will cost him his head.
A letter for you, Monsieur Cassin.
A letter for me? There is no stamp on it. Where did you get it?
I found it under the door this morning.
Have you told anyone about this?
No one, Monsieur.
But you looked yourself, huh?
Yes, Monsieur.
You have to say nothing about this. You understand? There's no sense in alarming everybody.
It says, another will die.
Wherever there is a crime, there are letters like this. It's a work of a crank.
I do not think so, Monsieur Cassin.
Oh, Madame Bridel, do you suppose if anyone wanted to kill you, you'd get a warning? No. Murderers don't work that way. They depend on the element of surprise. Look at me. Were Leon and Annette warned?
No, Monsieur.
Then there is nothing to worry about. And don't mention it to anybody.
No, Monsieur.
I'll take care of this. Madame.
Monsieur?
Do you sell this paper?
Oh, yes, Monsieur. We sell that kind of paper.
To whom?
Why, to everybody in Saint Margot. See, we have two kinds of stationery. That and the more expensive variety. But that is so good, so cheap, so utilitarian that everybody... Ah, par exemple.
We have a small bank, monsieur, and I would recognize it. But I don't notice handwriting at all.
Thank you.
Supposing...
C'est impossible. Impossible. Ne t'évanouis pas, voyons. Ne t'évanouis pas. Mets-le dans un civilisation.
Only two sets of fingerprints, one my own. The other is obviously the widow Bridel's, as we were the only ones to handle it. The writer was clever. He left only smudges.
You believe this?
We've got to play safe. If two died, why not three? If three, why not...
You're saying we all might be in danger.
Yes, unless we discover why the murderer kills. Just what do we know? Two young people were strangled. Why are they dead? Was it revenge? If so, revenge for what? Was it for gain? But who could gain by it? A thing like this never happened to me before. I've always been able to outguess the murderer. For while he may have committed one or two crimes, I solved over 100. And now I don't know. I don't know which way to turn.
Monsieur Cassin! Monsieur Cassin!
Have you heard anything?
No, nothing new, Pierre.
But you have turned the village upside down. You must know who killed Nanette.
Not yet. We'll find him.
You'd better, and soon.
Mr. Cassin is doing all he can, Pierre.
I've got to know. Find the man who killed Nanette. Find him or I'll...
Pierre!
I've got to know. For whoever killed Nanette, I'll kill him with my own hands.
Poor Pierre.
Tempers are going short. If we don't find the murderer soon, I am afraid people will take things into their own hands.
And an innocent man sometimes can satisfy them.
Yes. Pardon me, Monsieur Cassin. I didn't want to disturb you. I know you're very busy and you've been working very hard. But I waited for this opportunity and I didn't want Maman to know.
What is it, Pierre? Where did you get this?
It was under the door. I didn't tell Maman. What shall we do? Monsieur Cassin, Maman and I, we've had 25 years together. You're a bachelor and you can't quite understand what that means. Oh, we've had our quarrels, we've had our arguments. But our lives are woven together like the thread of fine linens. We lost our only child. But Maman, she must not die.
Don't get alarmed, Pierre. Come on, let's talk to her.
Maman.
Bon. Pierre is closing the inn for a while. This has been a terrible shock to him.
I know. And Henri, I'm worried about him, too. There have been no clues. And he's brooding too much about his failure to solve the murders. Henri.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
Oh, my son, you mustn't let these tragedies weigh so heavy upon you. You have done all you can. That is all any mortal can do.
Father Corto is right. You must get some rest.
I can't. Not yet.
Monsieur Cassin.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just fixing your desk. You startled me.
Pierre is closing the inn. Where will you go?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Yes?
Nothing.
When I surprised you in my room, you hid something under your apron. My shoe, where is it? Oh, you've been trying it in the plaster cast. Why? Did it fit? Madame, a lonesome woman often broods and becomes resentful of the happiness of others. Sometimes she can't bear that happiness to continue. Is that not so? Madame, you are a powerfully built woman, perhaps capable of strangling another woman. You have access to all the rooms in this inn. You were in the building when Mama Michaud was murdered. You might well have taken my shoes and worn them that other night. Have you no defense? Speak up! Right. Right as I dictate. You will die next.
No.
Do as I say. If you are innocent, prove it. Right.
I can't.
You won't. Why?
I never learned to write.
Then why the paper and pen in your room?
Papa Michaud placed it there. The same paper is in all the rooms.
Madame, I warn you, my patience is running out.
I won't tell anyone.
You won't tell anyone. Don't you understand? Your situation is serious.
I do understand, believe me. You need looking after, Monsieur Cassin. I could take care of you.
What are you saying?
Take me with you. I will look after you. I have no one. Please.
Commissaire, I have failed completely. I feel no longer competent to carry on.
Henri, you are overwrought. This affair has upset you emotionally. You have been too close to it.
It is true. Never before have I been called upon to investigate a case in which I was personally involved, but to leave a city like Paris, the capital of Europe, and go to a small village and fail completely, I tell you, monsieur. There is no logical motive for the murders. The murderer is as elusive as my own shadow. He leaves no trace. It's just as though he wouldn't exist. And yet he does exist.
Oh, come now. Let's analyze it calmly, huh? You must have something to go on.
Very little. The plaster mold of the murderer's footprint and the 2 death notes. The handwriting is obviously disguised.
Is that all?
That, monsieur, is everything.
That's not very much.
I studied the footprint and I built up a general idea, a general picture of the murderer.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Send in the bureau sketch artist. Hurry. Perhaps we'll be able to do some good after all. That is the only thing that was wrong. You were way out of touch and lacked the facilities of the bureau.
I'm afraid it won't be that easy.
We will see. Come in. Be seated, Antoine. Listen to Henri and draw us a picture.
Yes, monsieur.
The murderer wears a 10 shoe. See width is about 5'9". He should wear 175. I judge he's a stocky man, for he has short and broad fingers. The marks on the victims are always clearly defined. Therefore, he must have strong hands and probably very powerful shoulders. There are about 100 such men in the neighborhood of Saint-Margot.
Well, from such a description, it might even be yourself. The figures fit you almost exactly, Monsieur Cassin.
Monsieur Cassin is not in the mood for joking, Antoine.
Let me see.
But, monsieur...
Antoine was fooling Henri. It's his idea of a joke.
Draw in my face.
But, Monsieur Cassin...
Draw it in.
Henri, what are you doing?
You will see.
But what is this all about?
Let me work this out. You You see, it's a perfect fit if we allow for the extra weight carried at the time. Leon's body.
That means nothing. What sort of nonsense is this?
It's no nonsense. The widow Bridel was right. Only she couldn't be sure.
Henri, what are you saying?
Here is your murderer.
This doesn't make sense.
Why didn't I see it before? The shoe alone would mean nothing, but I am the only one who had the opportunity and also fits the description. If I only could prove the handwriting of the notes is mine, I have a case. I could convince a jury.
You never wrote those. I've seen your handwriting too many times.
Here.
That is not conclusive. I refuse to accept it as such. Any left-handed writing would look the same if copied closely.
That's a matter for the experts to decide. Don't you understand? I must have killed them. All my career, I lived by the laws of evidence. By such laws, I am guilty.
This is utterly ridiculous.
Monsieur, the proof of my guilt is right in your hand.
But why? Why would you commit such senseless murders?
I don't know. I don't know. But it must be so. I must have killed them, but I don't remember any of it. I don't know, but I would give anything to know.
Henri, you have been under an emotional strain. You had been working too hard when you left here, and then these murders.
Oh, monsieur, you are not suggesting I'm out of my mind. I'm imagining things. The evidence.
I don't know what to think. It's incredible. I can't believe it.
I insist you place me under guard while you investigate.
Very well. You'll be confined to your office while you write up the record. Submit a detailed report to me. We will then order a complete, unbiased investigation of the case, which I'm sure will clear you entirely.
Thank you, monsieur.
Send Dr. Manet in and place a guard on Monsieur Cassin's door. Yes, I said Monsieur Cassin. He's not to be allowed to leave unless I give the word. Antoine.
Yes?
Not a word of this to anyone, understand?
Yes, monsieur.
You sent for me, Commissaire?
Yes, come in, Doctor. Dr. Manet, if anyone else had told me this, I wouldn't believe it, but it happened. It happened to Henri Cassin. He really believes that he did it. If he were not Henri Cassin, I would believe it too, but... Dr. Manet, is there any possible medical explanation of all this?
Yes. If so, it would be called schizophrenia, a split personality. At one moment, the subject is completely normal, and in another, he possesses an entirely different personality. In this case, it would be that of a fiendish murderer.
But the murders were so senseless. How did he select his victims?
Of course, all this is conjecture at the moment. But assuming we are dealing with schizophrenia, we must consider the irrational thought processes, the impulses of a disordered brain. It's all in a pattern. What we took for Henri's absent-mindedness was the first symptom of amnesia, and amnesia walks hand in hand with schizophrenia. He hadn't forgotten what he had done. It merely never registered in his mind.
But his letters to me, you read them too. He loved the girl Nanette.
When he left here for Saint-Margot, he was tired, on the point of a breakdown.
And when he became involved in an affair of the heart with a disappointing ending, it was too much. He feared the girl had run off with Leon. In his other personality, he was impelled to follow them. Perhaps he found them together. Who knows?
But Maman Michaud.
Oh, once started killing, he seized upon it as a means of satisfying his unconscious resentment against all of Saint Margot.
Dr. Manet, what are we going to do?
First, we must have Henry examined by a competent alienist. He will grant his permission for that, I'm sure.
Let me have Henri Cassin, please. But of course he's there. Try him again. He doesn't answer.
Unless I'm badly mistaken, Leon intends to marry Nanette, and they have my blessing. 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 My blessing.
Monsieur Cassin!
Where is Pierre?
In his room, packing. Are you all right, monsieur?
Of course I'm all right.
Please, monsieur, don't!
Don't what?
Whatever you are about to do.
Don't interfere. Don't interfere, understand?
Monsieur Cassin, what are you doing here?
Hello, Pierre. I see you are almost ready to go.
Yes, in a day or so I'll be gone.
Yes, Pierre.
What's the matter with you? You look at me so strangely.
So I wasn't good enough for Nanette. I was too old. I was too old. I was too old. I was too old. Too old.
Too old. Just as you killed Nanette and Mama, I'll kill you with my own hands. Henri Cassin.
Monsieur Commissaire, Henri Cassin is no more. I caught him. I killed him.